Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel, Tech with Eddie. Hopefully, all of you are doing well. So, if you're watching this video, meaning you have watched one of my 3 videos on how to install Homebridge on a Synology, Mac, or PC, and if you haven't yet, the links to those videos are in the description. Or you're just one of those persons who's really interested in installing the virtual weather station in Homebridge. Either ways, we'll do it together and we'll have it up and running collaboratively. Now, why did I choose this plugin? This plugin is a very simple way of having it installed in Homebridge because it just uses 2 values. One is API key and other is location. But also it gives you the feel on how Homebridge really works. What's the importance of the config.json file? What's the importance of accessories, status, logs, and etc. So that's how we're going to start. That's how I started my journey on Homebridge. So much so, I really love it, and I'm sure you will do the same. So this video is broken down into 2 parts. First is the quick overview on how Homebridge user interface is for all of those who just installed Homebridge. And the latter part is on how to have the virtual weather station installed as well. So before we move ahead, as always, a big thumbs up to the developers of the Homebridge community who make all of this possible, as well as to the developer of this plugin, and a link to his GitHub page is in the description. So without any further delay, let's get into the video and see the overview of the user interface as well as the plugin. So this is the default landing page to get into your Homebridge platform. It is the same user interface whether you've installed it on Synology, Mac, or PC. To get in, the default username and password is admin, which you can change later as well. So when you get into the home page, this is what you're typically going to see. I'm already running a couple of accessories, but this is what the default page should look like for you. And for my previous videos, this is what you have seen when we complete the installation. But first up, what you got to do is scan this code into your home app, so you can include this Homebridge platform as a hub. So don't forget to do that to complete the process. So basically, this is what you're going to see. I've configured the page. You can also add in other components, widgets to the screen, and also you can also reset the layout or lock it down. So that's the status. This is where you're going to add in all of your plugins. This is what I have currently installed, and if you want me to prioritize an installation video, please do feel free to comment that in the comment section. And then you have the config screen. This is where you will put in your data to update the plugins section, and also configure how you want the plugin to act and in what state you want it to be in default. So this is a couple of configurations for each of the platforms that I've installed. Moving on to your right hand side, you can click on these 3 points here, and you'll get some more information that you can add as and when. So let's do first thing. Let's go into the Homebridge settings, and you'll see that I don't have the accessories over here. To do that, you got to go into this one, Homebridge in secure mode, enable accessory control. So let's enable it. Once you enable, you need to restart it. So once the restarting is towards its end of its process, you can see it appears over here. So here you go, we return back to the stage, and these are all of the plugins that have been installed, and this is how I've configured my home page. So just in case I want to interact with it directly any of my devices, so this is how my accessories pop up over here. And then if you go on to the accessories section, this is what I have installed as well. So a couple of the Bose Sound Touch, the Samsung TV, cheap LED Sonoff unit, and my disk station Synology. So I've got a Synology also installed, plus the temperature. I have a security system plugin installed, but I haven't configured anything much yet. Maybe in a couple of weeks. I'm still experimenting with it. Besides that, you can also change the user interface settings. You can change the colors
to whatever you like. This is the default. And then you'll also have, you can also backup and restore. You can download a backup file, so there's no need of manually doing it. And that is one. Next, you can also update your user account. So in this case, you can update the passwords as well. The choice is yours. With that being said, you can also go through the logs over here. It keeps updating based on the interval, and as well as the terminal window. So I've also added the terminal window as well. And then you can also hide this when you go into your uh, mobile phone. There are some components where you can hide as well. That's by clicking on top over here and hiding compact view, or delete it and add it later. CPU. So basically, this is a general overview of Homebridge. And there are only 4 tabs on top. The config, where you can add in the data over here, which we will go through now. The accessories, you can create default rooms, but I just left it as it is and did all the rooms creation in the home app itself. So first up, let's do this simple and add in the weather plugin. So we will go here and type in weather. Now if you see over here, there is a couple of weather apps or weather plugins. Typically I look for this word called verified. This is because if you go through the wiki page of the Homebridge platform, now, any plugin needs to follow 10 requirements to get the verified label on it, and this is done through the Homebridge project team. So they validate all of these requirements, and they really encourage best practices with a trouble-free user experience. So there are very few of them. Just in case if any of your products fall within this plugins, please use these because they really make it trouble-free experience. So there are 2 weather plugins. Let's go and see what they do. So this one, you can install this plugins because they use the evap to do all of your automations. But what I will really use today is the virtual weather station using Open Weather. So very straightforward. All we need is one value to have this up and running. So to do that, very simple. Let's hit install. Fantastic. The plugin has been installed, and right away it comes up with the configuration page open. For this to work, there is only one value that you need to add is the API key, and you can rename the plugin as the way you want it. For it to work, you have to get the API key. To do that, let's go over here to this link. So if you don't have an account, sign up for one. I already have one, so I'm going to sign in. So once you're signed in, we go down to the API keys, and you should get to see this code, and you can generate more codes as well. So I'm just going to copy this and paste this value. And another thing you want to do is please allow your location, and I'm going to copy this as well. Okay, so only one value to have this plugin up and running, and if you want to change anything, I'll leave that up to you. And let's hit save, and you get the system feedback to restart Homebridge. So let's restart Homebridge. Also, another way is you do get an email with your API key sent to you from Open Weather, so you can even copy paste this value once you've completed the sign up process. So it looks like Homebridge has restarted, and if you see over here, we've got the plugins already over here. So we've got the humidity, and I'll just rename this as humidity. I'll add into my sensors. This is the room I created, and I'll leave the status on this as well. So it's done. Here you can see over here all of the information. Here's the temperature. You can see the temperature over here as well. Save it. That's the temperature. And then from the new update is also added a leak sensor. So from the evap, just in case if it snows out or if it's raining outside, you can also get this information as well. So one of my favorites. So you see over here, you can get my humidity and temperature over here done as well. And if I go to my rooms, I have them already installed the plugin correctly. So let's move on to the evap to get some find some ways to automate, just in case you want to do it. But also, whatever automation you do with this is all about turning your air conditioning or HVAC system on or off. So you can do that without buying any additional products. So this is one way of doing it. And if you go on to the accessory sections, you see it's been added here as well. So that's about configuring the weather station.
So there you are. We have our first plugin installed and up and running. Very simple, very straightforward, just using two values, the API key and your location. And to recap, all we did was install the plugin using the user interface. We had the plugin configured using the API and the location. We restarted the Homebridge. The plugins appeared in the Home app. We configured the Home app as the way you wanted it, in status as well as your favorites. And it works fine. Now, I did mention about using the evap, and I didn't want to go much into details, but this app is a companion to the Home app. Why? Just from this plugin, if you look onto my right hand side, you can see a detailed view on the temperature, the humidity, the air pressure. If it's raining, you can go through past data. And also at the same time, you can create some automation rules within the Eve app by creating a trigger, a condition, and an action. And once you save the automation rule in the Eve app, it does replicate itself into the Home app. So that's, if you really want to use this plugin and run some automation rules, it will work just fine. So what's coming up next? Next week, I'll be teaching y'all and having to install the Plex plugin. Very simple, very straightforward as well, using my Apple device, as well as automating some lights as well during a set period of time. So it's going to get, we're going to add in one more value, as well as create some fantastic rules as well. And yes, this is where we are. I'm excited on this Homebridge journey, and I'm going to share as much knowledge to you with you all as well, on a more collaborative manner. So don't hesitate to like. That's what keeps the videos coming in. Don't hesitate to comment as well, so we can collaborate and learn together. And most importantly, the motivator is hitting that subscribe button. Until the next video, thank you. Have a nice day. Ciao.